Hello everybody, welcome back to another Dat Boy M video. I know it's been about a month and a half since I filmed on my phone and uploaded it to my channel. As you can see, I am in a different room. Thankfully this is only temporary because this room is a bit of a mess. You look at the floor, it's a little filthy. But basically, let me just start off with the origins of this room. Let's go all the way back to Sunday when I moved here. This entire room was absolutely hoarded with junk. There's a massive pile stretching from here all the way down to the end. There's a bunch of furniture in here, there's a bunch of crap. And this is what I managed to salvage from everything. More than 10 bags later and a bunch of taking down big stuff and wood and cardboard later, we were left with this massive pile to go through. That bag doesn't count. Those are my clothes. So I'm just going to start off with the records first, just to get it out of the way, because there's a bunch of them. Barbra Streisand, A Star Is Born. Very Solid Gold, Rock and Roll. Shaboom. That's the song from Cars. The Rascals. Chuck Berry. You Never Can Tell. I love that song. I really love that song. This video is probably going to take a while to film. Christmas with the Ray Conniff Singers. I also love Ray Conniff's Christmas music. By the time I get to Phoenix, these are some boring records. Until we get to Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. Ray Stevens' Rock and Roll Show. Wavelength, the Van Morrison. No Brown Eyed Girl. Nuts. Coronet, Country and Western Million Sellers. Not sure what this is. 20 Rock Super Hits. Me and Bobby McGee. Ah, man, this side's dirty. Hall of Music and Daydream Productions. The Best of the Blues. Blues! Get out of here. Andy Williams. It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's a keeper. Walk Right In, the Rooftop Singers, is all just a bunch of old music. Well, we just found a piece of gold here. Boston, More Than a Feeling. Yeah, this is a keeper for sure. The Osmonds' Greatest Hits. Yeah. Live album, Grand Funk Railroad. John Denver's Greatest Hits. What? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Take Me Home, Country Roads. I was looking for that. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Unfortunately, it's really dirty. Old time rock and roll. Why is that not on here? Unforgettable. Just a collection of music. Old music still. All-Star Shindig. The only time I've heard the word shindig is Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't even know what that means. Country Hall of Fame. Buck Owens, Hank Williams, Ray Price, George Jones. This is grandpa music. Patsy Cline. Crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. Livestock, Roy Buchanan. The Beach Boys, Endless Summer. Surfing USA. That's pretty cool. Okay. Bruce Springsteen. Not the right album, though. It should have Born in the USA on it. More Roy Buchanan. I don't know who he is. Raised on Rock for Old Time's Sake. Elvis Presley. You know what? I'm starting to get a little bit of hope. I'm starting to think, you know what? This is getting pretty good. More Roy Buchanan. More Roy Buchanan. Frankie Lean. The Fifth Dimension, the greatest hits on Earth. Yeah, right. There's definitely better songs out there, of course. Just some of it. More Country Hall of Fame. No, I can't really see any songs I've heard before on there, or even like. Here's a 45, Yellow Bird. Arthur Lyman Group. Once Upon a Time, The Letterman. You'll Never Walk Alone, The Letterman. The Rascals, Freedom Suite. Great country stars singing their biggest hits that I've never heard of. A Passion Play. Here's another gem. Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. Wind of Change, Peter Frampton. Bob Lavoro. New Kensington? That's right by where I am. Maybe that's a local record. Frampton Comes Alive, Peter Frampton. The Carpenters. The End of the World. Dick Clark. America, The Fools Sold Out. Okay. Next. Crying Time. Lakeshore Music. And Truck Driving Song. Oh, god darn it. This one's tattered. I'm throwing that away. It's got holes in it. The Statler Brothers, The Best Of. Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits. Who wants a country record? Unless you're a die-hard record collector. Neil Diamond, Serenade. Tammy Wynette, The Way to Love a Man. Smokin' Humble Pie. Andy Williams, Christmas Presents. Barbra Streisand. Jamia Bella Barbara. Three Sheets in the Wind by Johnny Bond. Live album, Grand Funk Railroad. The Beach Boys, Endless Summer. This is the second record, I believe, because I've seen two of these. And we're still not done. Look at this whole pile to go through. Neil Diamond, Moods. Dick Clark, 20 Years of Rock and Roll. That feels like it still has the records in it. Happy Holidays, Andy Williams. Yeah. I'll leave that in a pile with the stuff I need to put records in. We're going to go through that in a minute. Those are cassettes. Teresa Brewer. Glenn Campbell, A Satisfied Mind. Country and Western Million Sellers. Are you serious? The Statler Brothers 10th Anniversary. Neil Diamond Moods. Hey, we just... Perfect. We paired one up. The Rooftop Singers, Walk Right In. Guitar Country, Chet Atkins. Ray Stevens, Rock and Roll Show. Solid Gold Rock and Roll. Crystal Gale, Love Songs. What's this? I don't even know what this is. Jose Feliciano. Denim. Hank Williams Jr. and Willie Nelson. Neil Diamond Serenade. CSN. Johnny Bond. Humble Pie Smokin'. Neil Diamond. Sweet Caroline. Beach Boys in the Summer. Put that over there. The Letterman, You'll Never Walk Alone. The Foles, Sold Out. Oldies but Goodies. The Mills Brothers, Our Golden Favorites. Grand Funk Live Album. Peter, Paul and Mary. Paul Simon. One Trick Pony. Crying Time. 25 #1 hits from 25 years. God Bless the Flyers. Neil Diamond Serenade. Million seller hit songs of the 60s. Kenny Rogers Greatest Hits. Famous original hits by 25 great country music and artists. I don't care about country anymore. Butchinin. Here's the famous album with its cover. I found this on top of the tote. Dick Clark's 20 Years of Rock and Roll. Best of the Doobies. Peace in the Valley. Favorite sacred songs made famous by America's favorite singers. Stuck together. What the heck? Time in a Bottle, Jim Croce's Greatest Love Songs, Three Dog Night, Golden Biscuits, Surfer Girl, The Beach Boys, Van Morrison, Wavelength, Jamil Babar. We're going over the same records, I guess, but we're just looking at the covers of them. Tammy Wynette, Unforgettable, some Diana Ross and the Supremes and the Temptations, Osmonds, B.B. King, Bobby Blue Blanded Friends. Who's the Friends? Kenny Rogers, Barry Manilow Greatest Hits, the original 50s, great songs at Christmas. And that's all the records. Now let's get to everything else. First, I want to get into the cassettes. This is Conway Twitty's Silver Anniversary Collection. We have Tracy Lawrence, Sticks and Stones, Great Ladies of Country, Country. George Jones. This is bullcrap. What is it? More George Jones. The Best of Willie Nelson. New Country. Country Music Classics. Country Music Classics. Paul Overstreet. And he may not directly tell you it's country, but look at his hat. And his clothes. Look where he's putting his hands. What the fuck? What is going on, dude? All these are country. We couldn't get anything better than Conway Twitty and Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, and Reba McEntire, and Loretta Lynn, or whatever. Next up, we have two 20-pound dumbbells, which I can easily curl and hammer lift. Next up, we have this Acer AL1717, manufactured in March 2008. Let's see if it works. Also, it says Room 101 on it, so I'm assuming this came from a classroom, so hopefully it's not stolen. If it is stolen, I'm not the one who stole it. Alright, we got it turned on. And it works. Look at that. Awesome. We got ourselves another monitor. And now for all of our odds and ends. First up, we have Jenga. This box is from 2019. Next up, we have a bunch of VHS movies. First up, we have Deep Impact. Next up, we have Kid Stuff Kid Vid See and Learn VHS. Pokemon, the first movie. I can't guarantee if all of these VHSs work. Any ones that I already had in my collection or just were plain broken, I threw out already. Little Men. Favorite videos, storybooks, Muppet Babies. Rusty and Rosie Letter Sound Songs. Pauly Shore in the Army Now. Joey. Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. Waterworld. The Best of Dr. Seuss. Belle's Magical World, but I can't find the tape. The Sound of Music by Roger and Hammerstein. The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure. I think the tape's in here somewhere. Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Somewhere in Time. Vampire Hunter D. Bloodlust. Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams. Pollyanna. We'll get to more as we go in, but let's just go through all the other stuff. Here's one, The Santa Claus. Okay. On DVD, Black Knight by Martin Lawrence. For games, we have Dying Light. Battlefield 1, although I wish it was Battlefield 1. It's actually the Lego Movie video game. That sucks. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Why is it so blurry? Everything's so blurry and everything's so... Fortnite Battle Royale Survival Guide. Baby Geniuses. Rugrats, A Baby's Gotta Do What a Baby's Gotta Do. Short Circuit. Ouch. Here's some VR goggles for your phone. Cheaper by the dozen. Brand new 90-minute tape. Wireless headphones for gaming. Rocket Power Island of the Menahune. How the West Was Fun. Pac-Man World 2 for the PS2. Circus. The Challenge. Blank Kodak video cassette. I don't know what's on it. Blank Prism video cassette. I don't know what's on it. Hatchet, Gary Paulson. Very short USB-C cable. A micro USB cable. Here's the tape to a Land Before Time 2. We have the Xbox 360 Connect. We have a rechargeable battery pack for the Xbox 360. I did find a PS3, Xbox 360, and Xbox One, but they were in pieces. They were not only dirty, they were all bent out of shape, and the parts were taken out of them. Like someone just scrapped them for parts for no reason, and one of them even had a Lakers theme on it. Sesame Street home video, learning about numbers. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Son-in-Law, and another random blank tape, then I don't know what's on it. I guess this is a USB dock with switches to turn on each port. I don't know what brand computer speakers these are. A pair of Altic Lansing speakers. Here's the other one. This looks like some webcam microphone combo. I don't even know why this is in here because it looks partially damaged, but this is a headset stand. SpongeBob SquarePants Sponge Buddies. A computer charger. Looks very dirty under a flashlight. Another pair of unbranded speakers. A ginormous boxing glove. I bet Mike Tyson could wear this one. This preppy looking phone case. Very cool is this Samsung camcorder. I haven't tested this one yet. Nor don't know how to charge it. I do know that there's already a 32GB SD card in it, so I wonder what's on it. A pocket radio controller. Here's an old AMD motherboard. I don't know if this one works. Pretty Woman. It's rated R, so I don't know if this is like, you know what kind of film. It don't have a battery in it, but here's my favorite color. Xbox One controller. A random painting of Pickle Rick! Another random phone case. Xbox One power brick. Some sick looking wallets. Sadly, they don't have any money in them. Destiny for the Xbox One. There's a spinning toy. Some plug extender. A Wi-Fi card for desktops. SATA to USB cable. And this one is neat because it has two USB plugs on the end of it. A Dave & Buster's card. I wonder how many points are on it. An Xfinity remote. Here's an AliExpress graphics card. I think I know where they got it from because I bought the same one a while ago. I found me some earbuds. These are not AirPods, unfortunately, but I wonder how good they sound. And here's the rest of it. Here's a Wi-Fi card for desktops. There's another plug extender. Here's some earpods. One of them is missing, unfortunately. These speakers kind of look like the face of Big Will from Robots. Some plugs. SATA cables. Son of a... Making too much noise. Xbox battery pack. It just needs batteries. And finally, for this pile over here, part of a tripod. I wonder how I'm going to stick my phone up to this. There are a couple things outside of that pile that I found as well while we came here, so I'm going to show them now. These are HP Stream 11 Pro G4s. They say ARSD at the bottom of them, meaning that they belong to a school, so they're locked. I do not condone theft. I wasn't the one who stole these, of course. I just found them in here. So, I was just told to just keep these. I also found 2 other laptops, but they don't work, unfortunately, right? One of them has a cracked screen and has all the parts taken out of it, except for the motherboard. And the other just has a white screen with some lines going down it. And I believe there's a couple more things I've left to show you. We have a few small TVs. First up, we have a small little Westinghouse. This is model W1603. I'm not sure when this was manufactured. Let's go ahead and plug this one in. Okay. I see a light. Let's turn it on. Perfect. It works. Awesome. And lastly, I think it's 32 inches. We have a Vizio TV. This is model number E24-C1. And I'm not exactly sure when this was manufactured either. And I swear to God, if this camera does not focus, I swear to God, dude. Alright, I plugged it in. Let's turn it on. Should be a button right here on the side. Here we go. Son of a bitch! I can't get a TV no more. I can never get a TV. God damn it. Only the smallest of the smallest works, I guess, huh? I'm never gonna get a new TV. This one's a piece of crap now. Unbelievable. Well, I'll see y'all in the next video. This one was quite a long one for making a filming comeback. Everything else you see here is my stuff. That's not stuff to go through. God forbid if I had to go through all this stuff for a video, as well as the stuff I just, talked about and stuff. Some of the stuff I believe was stolen. I do not condone stealing at all, or theft. This is going to be my new temporary room for a little bit. It's not going to be permanent, thank God, but yeah, like I said, it took me 3 days to clean everything out. It was completely filled all the way down to here with junk. There are some shelves there in the middle, but I managed to get everything cleaned up, and now it's my living space. Well, I'll see you on the next video, everybody. Hopefully, that'll be soon. Peace out, everyone.